Exploring the Arctic, the scientists have found a block of ice that was formed 40,000 years ago. Once they cut it open, they discovered that the creature inside is alive. Members of a scientific expedition are conducting excavations in the Arctic desert. In one of the caves, they discover something unusual in the ice. The ice block is carefully cut out and attached to the helicopter. Afterwards, the ice block is transported over the snow-capped mountains to the scientific laboratory. Later, scientists send a fax to their superiors, in which they report an important find of archaeological and anthropological significance. They ask to stop drilling the territory and send a specialist to the laboratory to help investigate the creature imprisoned in a block of ice. Dr. Stanley Shepard is sent to the laboratory. He is an anthropologist and is currently conducting his research in the Arctic, studying the history, culture and traditions of the local Eskimos. Due to the fact that the doctor is often late at meetings with the natives, his colleagues constantly make fun of him and do not take his work seriously. In the lab, Shepard is met by Dr. Diane Brady along with a group of other scientists and informs him of the prehistoric find. First, scientists decide that they have found a bear or some other ancient animal. They say that not so long ago, Russian researchers found a mammoth in the ice and its cells turned out to be quite viable. Scientists hope that the creature they found is also preserved in good condition. They plan to take some of its remaining living cells for further study. The researchers fire a laser and carefully, layer by layer, cut through the ice. Soon it becomes clear to them that it's not an animal that is imprisoned in the block, but the body of a caveman. Examining the appearance of the Neanderthal, Shepard concludes that in the past the man could have been a hunter and lived on Earth about 20,000 to 40,000 years ago. The anthropologist wants to take a closer look at the find, but Dr. Diana Brady, along with the rest of the scientists, intend to cut the Neanderthal into pieces and send it to the best research centers in the world for study. Shepard asks scientists to once again investigate the area of land where they found the Neanderthal, because an entire tribe of cavemen can be frozen in the ice. However, the search area can stretch over thousands of square miles, so he is denied further research. A prehistoric man is thawed and stripped of his clothing so that tissue samples can be taken for analysis. They give him a blood transfusion and attach electrodes to monitor brain activity. During testing, scientists notice that all living Neanderthal cells are preserved in perfect condition. Dr. Brady believes that in the body of an ancient person there could be some kind of cryoprotectants that help save his body from damage during freezing. Researchers continue to study the Neanderthal and in the process are surprised to notice faint wave activity in his brain. They decide to try to revive the man and give him ampules of calcium and adrenaline, after which they use a defibrillator. The heart of a Neanderthal begins to beat and all scientists freeze in place from the realization that their incredible discovery will soon excite the whole world. Iceman wakes up on an operating table, surrounded by figures wearing surgical masks. Not understanding what is happening, he begins to panic and in every possible way dodges an injection with sleeping pills. Only Shepard has the courage and humanity to take off his mask and show the Neanderthal his usual bearded face, allowing the poor fellow to plunge into a peaceful restorative sleep. After the scientists gather in a separate room and discuss the future fate of the Neanderthal, they understand that for an amazing discovery, at least the Nobel Prize is likely for them. In the Arctic, the team is studying a cryoprotectant to freeze all cancer patients in the future and unfreeze them when humanity finds a cure for this disease. Now, thanks to the Iceman, they will be able to figure out how to keep living body cells at extremely low temperatures and freeze people to gain immortality. Shepard does not support the enthusiasm of his colleagues and believes that a person should not live forever, because the planet is already overpopulated. Scientists decide not to say anything to journalists for now, so that their find will not be turned into the star of a...
Ja, det är ingen cancer. Hey, Petri.